Would you ever think about going back to work?
Well, yeah, but I'd hate to go, well, I shouldn't have. I'd go back to driving cab for some money. But it's not a job with future and success. It's only a nickel and dime job.
My church hadn't been that much help to me until just recently, and I never can seem to get in touch with the person that was supposed to be linking up with me to do something. I think all he wants to do is help me get documents so I can get back on the county. And I really don't want to have to do that. But if I have to, I will. But I have to have those pieces of paper. Without that, they can't do nothing for you. Because I've seen the process, and I've seen them turn people away that didn't have no ID or anything. They can't do nothing for them people. Those people have to get out there and do the best they can.
So how do you make a living?
Right here, bracelets.
Yeah?
Yep, and I'm fully permitted to do it.
Before this, did you do anything different? Like to earn money?
Like work?
Work or anything else?
Yes. Just right now I'm unemployed right now. Things are tight.
Yeah.
You have to do something, you know.
True.
So how'd you end up in this situation out here?
No work.
Pardon?
No work. So this works.
No work.
This is a job too.
Until I get something else going. Yeah.
It's hard to explain it.
Yeah.
So we're dealing with the outside gravitational forces. I mean, you look at the sun. The sun does not have an outside gravitational force working on itself to pull itself apart. It's basically self-contained. We don't have anything like that, anything close. I mean, the lasers firing at a piece of isotope, but that isn't going to do it. We're wasting more energy trying to create reaction than what we're going to produce. So I'm trying to hammer some little thing together, but I can't give that idea just to anybody.
And a lot of people that push these shopping carts around, they're pushing them around because they've either been in trouble before or they don't want to get into trouble. They don't want to commit no crime. So they take the most passive route they can. They get a cart, they fill it up with bottles and cans, they dig in these trash cans because they figure they're not hurting anybody. They don't want to go and steal or break in nobody's house or do nothing wrong. They don't want to do that. They're afraid of paying a penalty. So what you have is a lot of people out here, they don't want to go to jail. They don't want to break the law, and the police and the sheriff's department see us out here, and they know we've either been broken by the system once before, or we don't want to go into that kind of lifestyle where we winding up in jails and in penitentiary, stuff like that.
Well, you sound like a science major type. Were you?
I got all mine just from books.
Really?
I didn't even graduate from high school.
So all of this is what you've read about and studied on your own? Yeah? What would you like to do different work-wise, if you could?
Warehouse work is fine, yeah.
What you're doing now?
Warehouse.
Warehouse work?
Fine.
Is that what you did before?
Yes.
So how long you've been unemployed from that situation?
A little while.
Like a year or longer?
A little over a year.
A little over a year?
Yeah.
It's hard to get anything different.
You can fill out the application, but you gotta wait. But in the meantime, you gotta do something.
Something working.
So we do the most passive thing we can, which is find these out in the street like there's one over there, and just start putting glass in one area, putting aluminum in one, and putting plastic in another. We take it to the recycler. Recycler pays $1 a pound for glass, sometimes $1.10. I mean $1 for aluminum, excuse me. Pays 6 cents a pound for glass, and pays 50 cents a pound for aluminum bottles like soda bottles and water bottles, sparkless water bottles and all that. They pay us for that. So hopefully I can get a $12 to $15 load today. If I do that, I get my tithes and offering money order, mail that off to the church. I can get them a big bag of dog food, me cigarettes, and something to bite to eat. And I'm good. Then tomorrow I won't have to work that hard.
How do you get money nowadays?
I don't. I'm just living a few things, donations from here and there. Very little. But I'm not having any resources. I am entitled to some help from the government and things like that, but I'm not. I'm just taking it like that. And it's a very hard, but sooner or later, one day I will be able.
That's what I do. That's what I want to go and do now.
What?
That's what I want to go and do now.
Do what? What are you going to do now?
Go somewhere and sleep around.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. And take it easy. Why, you got some money?
What, have you tried to get any jobs? Have you tried?
Well, it's hard. It's hard to go to work when you gotta have it.
Yeah.
You're always depending on a drug, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But over here it's kind of okay, but there's a place right over here, this building here. I was banned from going in there. The lady told me, don't come in the apartment complex no more and go in the Western Waste bin no more. So I say, fine. So as a result, there's a lady across the street. She sees me. She saves her plastic and aluminum for me. And she gives them to me. I guess she saw what happened over there. When they tell you to stay out of their yard, or like in some streets I work, like on Fifth Avenue, they tell us to stay off them streets. We have to do what they say. Because one call to the police department, that's it. They'll take us and leave the cart sitting there. And we be gone. And if you don't have no money, the last place you want to go is to be arrested. Because you can't get out until the judge gives you an OR, which is own recognizance release. And he may not do that. If you don't have the money to get out, you're in there. And it's really not worth it. Not for digging in the trash. Not for going to people's trash cans. It's just not worth it.
What would be a job with future and success to you?
A job with computers.
Yeah.
But I found with my computer to enter a certificate, and I got a typing certificate too after that. The typing certificate was a challenge to get. Computer data entry, you stood your 6 months in college and entered it every day, they would give you the certificate. But typing, it takes a lot of practice to become a good clerk typist. You don't learn that keyboard overnight. But I found, even with my current certificates, I still couldn't get a job because all the employers would say, where have you worked before clerically?
Yeah.
And I said, I haven't worked at a business clerically for the job, for the money, but I have my certificates. That's catch-22 right there. They wouldn't hire me even though I had current certificates to show them. That's how bad the economy is.
Are you happy? I would suspect that many of us would answer no to that question, even in the best of financial circumstances. Let's see what our homeless friends said when we asked them if they were happy. Are you happy out here?
Oh. In fact, I got to go now, though, really. Because they got to close. It's time to close early.
No, I'm very troubled. If it wasn't for my faith in God and my Bible and my Christian radio that I listen to sometimes, I'm listening to Rush Limbaugh now. But if it wasn't for that, I don't know what I'd do. I'd probably hung it up a long time ago. But I have faith in God, and I believe that if I were to go and take my own life and do something like that, I would wind up somewhere I really don't want to be, where it's hot all the time, all right? I don't want to go there. So I just hang in, and I look to see that God will send somebody in my life to help extricate me out of this mess, because I really don't know how to get out myself.
Are you happy out here?
It's relaxing, peaceful.
Yeah. But in terms of like your life in general, how you feel about it?
Well, I feel okay. It's different from from living at home.
Are you happy?
No.
Why not?
It's rough living on the street. No. It's tough.
Are you happy, Ronald?
Yeah.
Yeah? Why is that?
Just happy seeing you. I'm just happy walking around, smoking cigarettes, sleeping, not working around, like getting food. Just happy. Keep you happy.
Yeah. Dude, are you happy in this life?
Yes,
Why?
because I'm free.
Uh-huh.
Freedom is very costly. I have to put up with a lot of garbage to be free, but hey, freedom is still worth it.
Would you say you're happy?
I cannot say happy, but it is a kind of contemplative life.